So this week was the week of Monday the 3rd to Friday the 7th. Monday was a holiday because Canada Day was on the Saturday, and so we didn't have any help or anything along those lines. So I didn't do anything on the Monday. And then the Tuesday, we did bedding in the morning, and then we did vaccinations both before and after lunch. Wednesday, it was too hot to do any of the work. Thursday, it hit 30 degrees around 8:30 a.m. So we sent everybody home. So by lunch or so, everybody was gone. Friday, nothing was really done other than fixing a pulsator. This is a new pulsator though, so it was interesting to learn to fix. It was full of gunk, so I washed all of that out and reassembled, put it back. Because of the lack of footage for this week, I decided that I was going to do something a little different, and I decided that I was going to show you guys the morning chores and or just general daily chores, stuff that's done either twice a day or once a day, but still daily. We start by me walking into the bulk tank room. I then go and close the valves so that we can start the vacuum pump properly. The valves in the room need to be closed, as well as the valves in the parlor need to be closed. And then the cups are taken off of their holders. The pipe is taken out of the sink and put into the tank. And then everything is set up to start the system when we need to. Next, we put feed in the head troughs to make sure that our goats have a little bit of a snack. That is accounted for in their daily ration as well. Then we go and get some goats. We bring the current group of slow goats, so our slowest milkers, into the parlor. We get them up on the deck and we begin milking them basically as soon as possible, just because they are our slowest milkers, so it takes us the longest to milk them through. And then the next group is gone and fetched, and it doesn't have any particular order other than just what we've done in terms of what our regular choice is, but we try and keep all of the goats in the same pattern. So the slow group will be gotten, and then this group will be gotten, and then the last group will be gotten. Next is a show of the parlor, both the front and the back view. And it is the new parlor that I've been speaking about. It is a dump parlor. We're set up for, I believe, a double 32. However, the second parlor hasn't been put into place yet. As the goats load on, you can see that it is a lot of walking, but it's continuous movement. That was how we have it set up. Once all the goats are on the deck, we then hang the cups on by opening the valve on the milk line there, and then the vacuum will attach itself once it is blocked. And then to take it off, we make sure that there's no milk running through those 3 points of the line. And then to turn our system off, we do a pump, basically a run of the pump. And then we run air. And we leave that to run while the person who is not cleaning the holding area brings the goats back. The longer the air runs, the more milk will be put in the tank and the less there will be waste milk. The groups are pretty good. They normally know where to go and when they need to go there by. They're usually pretty organized, but that is simply because of routine. If you throw them off the routine, it becomes a nightmare. And if they're confused and they're stressed, then it will lead to less milk. Then we turn the system off, the air off, and open all of the valves to release the vacuum. As you can see, there's very little waste milk. And then we go and open all the valves in the parlor so that the washing can be done properly. And then we put the cups in their holders so that it is a closed system for the washing. And once that's done, we can take the pipe out of the tank and connect the line. We put the pipe back in the sink where it belongs. And we open the filter. And in the morning, we completely replace the filter, but at night we rinse it off and we clean it, and then we back blow the pipe so that there's no trash or garbage in it. And then we can run the system to wash. Next, we have to make ration. So this is also done twice a day, same as milking, at least as of right now. So what I do is I normally run the mixer at full speed to dump out any leftovers, and I run the conveyor so that it's not overpiled in certain spots. We set the scale to equalize, we close the door on the mixer, and we make one of the sets of numbered rations there. And in this case, I pointed at the 1,000 kilo mix ration. We currently are using 2 different kinds of forage. One is more alfalfa heavy, one is more grass heavy. And both of which, for the 1,000 kilo mix, we put 310 kilos in for each type. Most of the time, at least once a day, I have to go and get a bale from where we keep our bales stored, which is on the ridge at the back of the property. In this case, I needed to get 2 bales at once because I knew that I wouldn't have enough of one forage after having cleaned up the room. So as you can see, I have grabbed and collected both forages, and I will carry them to the mixer to then put into the TMR once I cut the plastic off of them. will admit I don't normally do 2 at once because it is very heavy on the machine and it is not exactly nice to drive with. The plastic is off of the bales, and we take the last bunching of the forages and we throw it in. So our total ration will be 1,000 once the grains are added in, that being corn, barley, and beans. All of those switches are what controls the grain, and the end ration, as seen there, is 1,000 kilos. That is our everyday.
No one ever said that. Hey, love. Did you find the grain bucket?